Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming on today to make a card using these elements that I showed on my video a few days ago. So these are the twinchies that I made for Amber Kintyre's Crafts Twinchy Challenge for August, which was to use an embossing folder, and I had used this embossing folder, and this strip of embossed paper is left over. So, and I'd use these elements from Shiny Silver Treasures Seaside Treasures collection. So I'm going to continue using that collection to finish my card. So I thought I'd have a quick show of what I've got left of it, because yeah, it's not complete now. So I've got a few of these glitter stickers left, which were from Hell's Cuppa Ditch, so a few of those left. Some sentiments and different things which are, some are nautically I can't speak. Some of them are nautically inspired and others aren't. So I've got a whole sheet here as well. And then these are the papers. Now I did have somewhere in amongst all of this. Here we are. So this is the cover sheet of the paper pack. So you get a sheet with anchors, starfish, a lovely kind of like looks like water, this big flower, little flowers, and this one which is like a cloud in the sky, and this one which is a gradient effect. And then you get these cut apart flowers, and then these elements to cut out. So the sandcastle, bucket and spade, seashell, anchor, lighthouse, and starfish. So you get them in large, and then you get them in small as well. So I'll just show you. As I say, I haven't got everything because I've used some of the elements, but I'll show you. I've got another one of these. I seem to have an abundance. Right, so I think what I haven't got is the one that looks like a cloud. That's all I've got left of that one. And the one that looks like the sea, which is this one, I've cut into. So okay, so this is the anchor one, and the flowers, the big flower. Oh, I've got another anchor. This is the what's it called when it goes from dark to light? Can't remember, but anyway, you know what I mean. It's a gradient effect, and the starfish. So, and then these are just some random little bits, and then let's get rid of those. That's all I've got left of the cloudy one. More anchors. And then these are all the, oops, I mustn't lose these because I need these. Another starfish one. So these are all the cut aparts that I've fussy cut. And you can see the different sizes. So this is the large size, and this is the smaller size. But they're still a good size, these smaller ones, as toppers. So put all of those away. More sentiments, and then these are the flowers, which are beautiful. And these starfish I cut out of a sheet of this paper. These starfish. You can also cut the anchors out, which I've done here. Half an anchor here. Some more strips of paper. Right. Okay. I believe that this kit is still available on Dawn's website, and this is the summer, so appropriate for well, maybe I'm advertising this a bit late, but anyway, it's, well, seaside all the time, isn't it, really? You can go to the seaside at any time. Always brings, well, at least it always brings me great joy to go to the seaside. Right, okay, so I have started to prepare a card here. So I've cut out this paper, which I'm going to stick here, leaving a border all the way around. So this is a 5x7 card base. So I've cut this, I think, at 4.5 by 6.5, or it might be 4.75 by, no, I think it's 4.5 by 6.5. So I've got quite a wide border around there. Okay, now I've got this strip, which it doesn't actually, because it's only a 6-inch embossing folder, so it doesn't fit all the way, but I'm going to stick it more or less like that, and you'll see why in a minute. So as I was doing the twinchies, I already had this card in mind. Some nasty stuff coming out of my glue pot. Stringy stuff. Right, okay. Better to get that out than leave it in, isn't it? I'd have a blockage at another moment. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down more or less so that it's in the middle of this piece of paper. Like so. And then my idea is to stick these, one at the top and one at the bottom, so that it's the edging up to the I want to leave a bit of a border, but not very much. It's kind of like that. And then this one will go in the middle, like so. So let's glue these down. Okay, so like that. Do this one down as well. It's always a good idea if you've got, you know, you want to put 3 elements on a piece of paper, that you do the top and bottom first, and then the in-between one you can then see much more easily where it should go in the middle of the card or whatever. I hope these are going to stick. I need to put more glue in the middle, I think, because of the embossing. Excuse me. So there we are. So let's see, that's more or less straight, more or less. They don't look exactly straight to me, but they will do. So now I've cut out this happy birthday from that kit. So I'm going to put that here, but I want to put a flower with it. And what I'm thinking is of cutting down this bit here, right, so that it see what I want. I'm not sure what I want. Yeah, so that it's kind of decorating the front and the back. Perhaps that's what I mean. I'm not sure. Okay, so I have got somebody in mind for this birthday card. Hopefully the person will have received it before I show this on my channel. Actually, having cut that leaf, I don't think I'm just going to pop it in like that. You can always change your mind, can't you? So something like that. I put this just to give a bit of colour, and then I've got these elements which I want to just use to decorate the bottom of this. So I've got the starfish, got an anchor, and I've got these 2 whelk shells. Thinking maybe something like this. Be something like that. Maybe just the 3. Maybe just 3. We'll stick the starfish down first, and we'll go from there. So Okay, starfish, and then the anchor. And then I think maybe just a small shell, kind of like so. So there we have it. Just make sure these are stuck. Yeah, yeah. So I hope you like what I've made. I hope the person who this is going to likes what I've made as well. I'm just wondering if we need some gemmies. Let's have a look. They don't really show up, these little blue ones. I've got some darker blue ones. Let's see what they're like. Actually, I was going to say I might put silver, but this is a rose gold. Maybe I'll put something a bit orangey on. Although these do show up. Decisions. Maybe some, I think some goldy orangey ones maybe. Just because, I'm thinking, let's see whether it works. Where's my doofy? I'm thinking I could put like some sand here and put a whole load of them here. A bit like sand. Just in this corner. So let's see if that works. I've never done a cluster of gems before, but there's always a first time for everything, isn't there? So these are a mixture of kind of a bronzy colour and orange, which is okay because sand isn't made up of one colour. I think it's okay. What do you think? I think it's all right. Just wondering whether to put a bit more, maybe. Okay. So you see, I hope I haven't spoilt it. So I think I need to put a little row here. So sorry for the silence. I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get these gems to turn over the right way. Always a bit tricky. Yeah, I think that's better. So we'll leave it at that. I'll just pop these back. You know, some of these gems have got, they're not flat on the back. They're like, they've got facet on the back, so they don't. So I suppose they're supposed to go into those, little holes that you have in brooches and things like that, I suppose. I don't know how they got mixed up with these, but anyway. There we are. So that is my card for today, using Seaside Treasures. And I will leave a link to Dawn's shop. As I said, I think she still has some of this particular collection in stock. So if you want it, you can go and order it. Or indeed order anything else that you see there that might take your fancy. So thank you all for watching. Take care. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.